Sonic the Hedgehog has a Lego. Hey everybody, this is BlueBladerBot, and we're gonna do something a little different today. It is technically related to this Sonic Marathon I'm working on, and well, I figured I may as well upload something, so I may as well give you a review of the Sonic Lego sets that are all out at the moment. This is purely unscripted. This is just not really scripted at all. I just needed something to talk about, and I have all the Lego Sonic sets that are part of the main line, so I'm just going to talk about all of them. I don't have the Lego Dimensions thing because I just was never a fan of Toys to Life games. I don't have this keychain, and I don't really like Brickheads because they just look like worse Funko Pops. And I already am not a big fan of Funko Pop. In fact, I only own like one, and it's a Sonic Funko Pop, and yeah, that's about it. So here we go. Here are all the Lego Sonic sets. We're going to be going by wave, so yeah, here we go. Let's get started. Up first, we have Sonic Speed Sphere Challenge, which I could not find the box. So, yeah, we're just gonna go with, I'm probably gonna put a picture up. There you go, there's the box. And yeah, let's get started. It doesn't come with this base plate, I just figured I needed something to indicate that this was a Lego video, but yeah. Anyway, so it comes with Sonic, a Speed Sphere, a ramp, an archway, a lounge area with a chair and an umbrella, and a little DJ table, as well as 3 golden rings, a launcher, and a Motobug. It currently retails for approximately $35, and yeah, it comes with all this stuff. So this set is probably the most underwhelming of the first wave, in my humble opinion, but like, if you want just Sonic and a Speed Sphere, and you know, you don't really care about much else, then yeah, I can see this set working out for you. So what you're supposed to do is put Sonic in this little Speed Sphere. Really, any figure will do. You put them on these little black things, and let me just, yeah, these black things, not back here, on here, okay? So, alright, and so yeah, you're supposed to set it up like this, and this little speed launcher thing, you're supposed to launch it. It's probably not going to be that great because I'm using my left hand, but yeah. Yeah, and normally it's supposed to like go up this ramp here, but you know, I was using my left hand, so let's try that again. Let's try this again. He fell off the table. But yeah, another thing that to note, this goes for like all the badniks in this series, or most of them anyway. Most of them have this like opening where, you know, these little animals are supposed to go inside. Like, I think the idea is that you're supposed to like knock them out and they're supposed to like fall out, kind of like in the games. But like, I don't know, I guess I would have liked it a little better if it was actually like complete, you know? Whatever. All in all, it's a great set. I especially like these little side builds, especially like this part with like the DJ turntables. Especially because like these little Sonic the records here, they're not printed. Or no, they're not stickers. I'm dumb. That's what happens when you don't have a script. These are in fact printed. In fact, every single decal in this lineup is printed. So if you have that much of a vendetta against stickers, well, there you go. I may have just sold you right then and there, possibly. All in all, great set. Just rather underwhelming. Actually, before I go, I'd like to have another complaint about these sets. It's that these things, like, I don't understand the point of them. Because like, the ramp will work just fine without them. I mean, like, because I like to actually have my these things like on an actual base plate so that they like stay there. And these pieces just seem kind of intrusive to me. And again, let me know what you guys think. Anyway, we're moving on. Up next, we have the Tails Workshop and Tornado Plane. This retails for roughly $40. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good set, in my humble opinion. You get Sonic, along with Tails, a Tornado, some rings, a Buzz Bomber, and Tails' Workshop. So let's get it started. So yeah, this is basically what you get in it. Again, it retails for $40, and yeah, I think this one's a much better value, but then again, it doesn't really come with a speed sphere or a launcher, so if you were really into the speed sphere or the launcher, then I don't think this set will be for you if you really need that thing. So yeah, anyway, this one comes with Sonic that now has a winky face, which I think is... I'm gonna be honest, I like the neutral expression more, but at the same time, I like this as well. This also comes with Tails, which... Okay, listen, Lego, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt you are, please retire this kind of leg, because you've shown you can actually have these kinds of legs that are posable. Like, watch, you even did it fairly recently with this CMF-D Dungeons & Dragons Barbarian. I think you also did it with the Train Kid. It's a short leg that's also posable. Here's the Sonic one for reference. But yeah, it's really weird how you would go out of your way to just like keep using that piece that nobody really cares for. Another thing I did not expect is that these tails should have like a semi-rubbery texture. So yeah. I also like the Tails minifigure anyway, despite all of that. It is a really good piece. But anyway, yeah. The star of the show is obviously the biplane, because, well, I mean, it's Tails' tornado plane. Well, okay, how do I put this? More accurately, it's Sonic's tornado plane, because the original tornado belonged to Sonic. Yeah, but Tails is usually the one seen flying with it, so people just assume that it's Tails', but whatever. Another two-part of the side builds is this little working cart thing that is supposed to hold, I think, some kind of radio in the first drawer, and mints in the second one. That's a really nice attention to detail. Not a lot of people know that Tails just loves mint candy. And this little workshop ain't just for show, because, like, round back, I think there's supposed to be the animal from the Buzz Bomber is supposed to go here to get, like, fixed up. There's the translator from Sonic Colors, and here's they're working on one of the Chaos Emeralds, as well as some reading up here. Yeah, that's another thing that I forgot to mention with most of these sets. They actually come with a Chaos Emerald 9 times out of 10. Yeah, you can also like fold this back, which I much prefer because it's much more compact this way. I also like this here Buzz Bomber, although he does look a little goofy. It's probably the face. But yeah, the chicken is actually not. It doesn't just like fall out whenever you just like knock it over. Instead, you gotta actually like take it out, which personally I prefer over just having like a big hole in the badnik where the animal is supposed to just sit in, sort of. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this little Buzz Bomber. It is a really good figure, and this set really is a really good $40 set. It's good for the price, at least what I think. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. We're going to be moving on to the next one. Up next is a first in a set of 3 sets that I like to affectionately call the "Why is Lego discontinuing these 3 sets?" Because yeah, Lego's gonna retire these next 3 sets, starting with this one, Amy's Animal Rescue Island. Comes with 388 pieces, retails for roughly $50, and is, well, it's the only set in Wave 1 to not include Sonic. It only has Tails and Amy and a Crab Meat. So yeah, let's pop this sucker open and let's see what's up. Alright, and here it is, along with Tails and his hoverboard from Sonic Riders, which I did not expect them to reference. I'm gonna be honest, I did not think that anything Sonic related would reference Riders, and I think they really should, because honestly, Riders was so underrated. It was done dirty. But I digress. Anyway, the Tails figure is exactly the same one as the Tornado Planet Workshop, so don't expect any new changes here. But who is new to the crew is, well, Amy Rose. And yeah, her Pico hammer is a little different. I could be wrong, but I think this one is also based on Sonic Boom. Not really sure on that one, but yeah. She's a nice figure, and well, this is probably one of my favorite sets in this whole lineup, which makes me sad that they're gonna get rid of it. Because it's one of the few sets that's actually like a place. And it's probably just a me thing, but I much prefer Lego sets that are much like just a place as opposed to like a spaceship or a car. But that's just me. Well, this is basically where Amy can, you know, help take care of the animals that get rescued by Sonic and pals from Dr. Robotnik. And unfortunately, the party has a little crasher in the form of this here Crab Meat, who has captured a little bunny rabbit. And by hitting this little spot here with the hammer, okay, not only frees the bunny rabbit and beats the Crab Meat, but also reveals a Chaos Emerald. This also comes with a ring, which honestly, it doesn't irk me, but at the same time, it's not really that impressive. Okay, not impressive. It's a little disappointing that it doesn't come with like the little clear piece at the bottom. But then again, that's probably just me thing. That's just me nitpicking. Now, if we go around back here, yeah, these sets are dusty. Not only do we have a little shelter, but we also have a little Chow Egg and another Chaos Emerald. And this also reveals... I knocked over this thing right here, this baby bottle. But anyway, yeah, there's also a little bar, which uses the same pieces for like the Lego CMF. You know, like these kinds of pieces. But yeah, that in gray, that's pretty cool. But anyway, I think Amy's supposed to sit up here and serve like snacks and drinks. I assume that's just like blue raspberry juice or something, or just like some kind of blue slushy. Because I really don't like the implications of that being alcoholic. But anyway, spinning this back around, the play feature I was talking about earlier. Well, the minifigure wants to stand on here. Too bad. And oh, you felt remorse for that? You want Tails to come back over? There you go. There you go. Now I can go talk to Amy and let her know some things. Well, oh, and another thing that's cool is that this little set can open to, you know, have better access to the little area back there. Overall, I think this is a really good set, and it's a damn shame this one is going to get delisted and probably just scalped to hell and back. But yeah, all in all, great set, great figures. Let's move on. Up next, we probably have the coolest set in this lineup that well, at least in my humble opinion, because this set actually retails for $60, but I think it's well worth it. This is Sonic versus the Death Egg Robot. And yeah, this one is also getting delisted very soon, which it makes me sad, man. But because like the Death Egg Robot has to be one of the most iconic bosses in Sonic history, and it's another Speed Sphere set. So, I mean, where can you go wrong? Well, let's pop it open and see what's up. The figures included with this set are newcomer Cubot, which, by the way, no, as far as we are right now, there is no Orbot. At least not that I know of. But, yeah, we just kind of have nothing but Cubot. But hey, that's cool. As always, you can't have a Sonic set without Sonic, except for that last one. And a couple more coming up, but we'll get to there. Yeah, he's got the same one as the Green Hill Loop Challenge, and another newcomer, Dr. Eggman. Which, I honestly expected Dr. Eggman to kind of be like that old Chewbacca minifigure, where it was just like, this whole thing was just the head on top of like a red torso, but no, they went I think the Hagrid route, and they have these like little arms here, and I'm just gonna pop these back in, as well as the Avatar Toy Story legs, the really tall ones, which makes sense for Dr. Eggman. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I like this. I like this figure. I knew there was like a brick-built figure, which I'm gonna be honest, that one is kind of ass. But we'll get to that. On top of that, this comes with a couple side builds. I think this is supposed to be a roboticization chamber, as well as spikes and a very small ramp. What's more, this set also comes with a speed sphere and a launcher. And the idea is to put Sonic in the speed sphere, launch it, and hit Eggman's gut. Alright, and the figure itself also comes with this little stud shooter, which I took the studs out of because I really hate having to lose these. As well as this little drill, which I kind of wish it would spin, but like, I mean, I guess you could like pop it off like that and just like that, I guess. They did make it fairly easy. One thing I was not expecting with this one was just how much of a kind of heft this Death Egg robot actually has. It's got some weight to it, and it's pretty sturdy. Alright. Now, how's Sonic gonna beat this thing? Well, this chest here is actually a button. See, if Sonic hits it, we're just gonna assume this has Sonic in it. There you go. The back falls off, and the animal just flew across the room. God, will I ever see that one again? Anyway, I found him. And anyway, yeah, all in all, great set. I really wish it wasn't retiring soon, but yeah, if you can find this set for pretty cheap, I would definitely snag it, like ASAP. And up next is probably the most expensive set of the lot. Up next, this is probably the most expensive set of them all. This is Sonic's Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. This comes with 802 pieces and goes for a whopping $100. But I mean, you get all of this stuff. So I mean, yeah, it's a little pricey, but you know, at the same time, I'm not sure how to argue with that. Anyway, as usual, this set comes with both Sonic, who's still winking just like in the plane, as well as Dr. Eggman in this little E-Walker, which honestly, kind of lame that the legs are just kind of, you know, stuck there. They're not really meant to move. Especially because, like, we're going to be getting a Tails mech set, which I really hope we get Dr. Eggman's E-Walker, like in Sonic Adventure 2. Which I personally think would make a lot of sense, considering that Sonic Movie 3 is going to be based around Adventure 2 for the most part. But yeah. It also comes with Amy Rose using her classic Pico Pico hammer, which honestly much better build, much better design, and a jet ski, which is really cool. There's also a little area where Sonic can chillax after, you know, beating him. I'm not going to show a demonstration because, like, that would take way too long. But basically the idea is that you're supposed to take Sonic, put him in the speed sphere, go around the loop, get through the ring, and maybe either by hitting the jaws or not, doesn't matter, and hitting Dr. Eggman out of the thing, because what's funny is he's not usually supposed to stick that much. The clutch isn't supposed to be... Okay, wow, I'm just rooting all sorts of stuff here. But yeah, he's supposed to like be able to pop out real easily. And honestly, I feel like this is a much more intimidating sight to see than just the in the walker, because like now it's no longer bound to the ground, because you know it can grab, it can slice, and I think they knew this because they included this piece right here. And I'm gonna be honest, this is probably a set I wanted to like, but at the same time, there's a couple things holding it back. Number one, the price, and number two, this set is like very long. This whole thing covers this whole card table I bought. Yeah, another thing, this thing is a pain to move. Like, I really don't like having to move this thing, because I have to keep breaking it apart, and then I gotta break out the box to tell me which order these things go in, and it's just, blech. Yeah, all in all, not too terrible. It's a shame that this one is also getting delisted soon. I don't know when, but yeah, get it while you can. Alright, so before we move on to Wave 2, well, we may as well start with what's possibly the lamest Sonic set in this official lineup. Kiki's Coconut Attack, and the reason why this instruction booklet looks so bad is because, well, I built this thing in the car, in the parking lot, as I got it, and it just got lost in the floorboards. And yeah, this is what you get. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the lamest looking monkey I've ever seen. Like, yeah, sure, the tail is somewhat posable. Okay. And the arms are a little bit movable, and these legs are, you know, okay. But like, number one, it doesn't even look remotely like the source material, like, at all. Like, put these things side by side, and they it just ain't looking right. But then again, it is only $5, so, I mean, it ain't that much to complain about, but at the same time, it could have at least come with, like, a palm tree or something for him to, like, hang from, you know, to, like, throw the coconuts. All in all, pretty lame set. Up next is probably the cheapest set out of this whole lot that's actually, you know, worth owning, and possibly the coolest set of Wave 2. Shadow's Escape. This one comes with 196 pieces and retails for roughly $20. So yeah, snag this one while you still can. This one isn't retiring anytime soon, I don't think, but yeah, definitely buy this one. It may not come with a whole lot, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah, it comes with Shadow in this little stasis chamber, a Rhinobot with this little chicken, and, well, Shadow's motorcycle. Now, a cool play feature here is that you can pop this off with this little button, and it's a toll booth. Nonsensical, but it's still pretty cool. I'm guessing you could, like, make a little story where Shadow busts out of here, you know, the Rhinobot's about to jump him, he just, like, bops him, steals the motorcycle, like, if I can plop him on there. There you go. And just sort of, like, just ping, kind of like that. That'd be pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, this is honestly one of the cooler sets, because it comes with one of the coolest characters, and dude, the detail on Shadow is just, it is so top-notch. It's not even funny. You got, you know, dual motor legs, arm printing, front printing, back printing, head printing on all the little spines. Hell, it even comes with, like, it's got, like, this cool Shadow minifigure. And Shadow is one of my favorite characters in the Sonic franchise, next to, you know, Team Sonic and Eggman. Like, this is honestly the best value set out of the whole lineup. So yeah, pick this one up. Highest recommend I could possibly give, especially for $20. And now we're going to move on to the last one for Wave 2. Knuckles' Guardian Mech. This one comes with 276 pieces and retails for $35. So, let's show the set off. Honestly, this one feels probably the most nonsensical out of all of them. But like, I feel like the LEGO group really needed an excuse to put Knuckles in this set, and I don't think that they wanted to have like a set that's just, you know, Knuckles and, you know, a Master Emerald, I guess. But so that's why they felt the need to include this mech for budgeting reasons. And you know what? A lot of people clown on this mech. I personally don't really have a problem with it. I kind of like the mech. I'm probably one of the few people that actually likes the mech shooting levels in Sonic Adventure 2. But yeah, this set comes with not just Knuckles, which honestly is probably a cool minifigure too. Another thing I did not expect them to have is these little like gauntlet pieces. Sorry about that. That, you know, that can pop off and on. You can punch and stuff with them, as well as Rouge the Bat. Now, whenever I heard this set was going to come with her, I'm going to be honest, I was sweating bullets. And I'm glad they actually did her right here. One thing I did not expect was for the wings to just be like one big piece that's not very articulatable. And you know what? I noticed that LEGO's been doing that a lot lately with figures with wings. Like, for example, I'm also going to be bringing up this Arakaka Ranger, also from the CMF D&D series. Their wings are similar in the fact that they can't really be, you know, posed. Now, on top of that, it also comes with this here Master Emerald, which I'm pretty sure was a leftover from like this Disney Princess line. Because like, I could be wrong, but the Disney Princesses, like, they take this off and like they use this part as like the dress for like the doll, for like their versions of the minifigures. Another thing that's cool about this one is that it comes with like some little shard. I think these are supposed to be like shards. Again, kind of like in Sonic Adventure 2, where you know, Knuckles has to, you know, find 3 pieces of the Master Emerald. And what's weird is Rouge also has this little glider, which I think I know why this was built. It was for the sole reason so that she could like you know, attach this here real quick. And like just attach to like, you know, the Master Emerald and just, you know, fly away with it. I think that's pretty cool. Honestly, I like the detail on this mech. Like, the back here is pretty neat. These little like Lego-like shoes are pretty cool, and the fists are really cool. This is just a really cool set. I know I'm not supposed to be having a whole lot to say about this one. Hang on real quick. I feel like the only real downside is just this dinky little pedestal that the Master Emerald is supposed to go in. Like, it's just supposed to just sort of sit in here. I kind of wish like it had like a whole shrine. Psst, that's called foreshadowing. All in all, it's a fine set. It's really weird to me that this is probably the only wave that doesn't actually come with Sonic. But then again, at the time this was new, yeah, you could still buy these like Lego Sonic sets. So yeah, let's move on to Wave 3. Up next is the Knuckles and the Master Emerald Shrine, also retailing for $35. And I noticed a lot of people complaining about this one for one particular reason. You have to buy the mech set just to actually get, you know, the Master Emerald that the shrine is supposed to, you know, encompass. And I'm gonna be honest. Let's get this Knuckle out of here. It looks a lot better with it, so that's how I'm gonna be displaying it from here on out. And yeah, this set comes with Amy, who really hasn't changed, and Knuckles, who got a little bit of a facelift. That's about it. It also comes with this here Egg Robo, which I'm gonna be honest is pretty goofy, but at the same time, you know what? He's pretty cool. He also like has a little piggy right there. Much like Amy's Animal Rescue Island, this one is also to me a really good one because again, it's a place and not so much just like a ship or something. And turning this around back is that basically it has a little, has a little bedroom for Knuckles to, sleep in. Has a little vineyard for grapes, and a little training dojo with this here sandbag. And all in all, this is like a really great set. I just hope that you either have the Guardian Mech or just have something that can substitute for the Master Emerald if you are looking to get into this. So, yeah. This is, however, the cheapest set of Wave 3 at $35, so yeah, I think that another lame part about this is just like this little launcher here. Like, what is the point of this? What is the actual point of this? Another thing I really also am just not a fan of. I briefly touched on this with the ramp. I like to be able to like put this on a base plate, and when sets like this come in and just do have this little setup here, it complicates things a little bit. All in all, still a great set. Would definitely recommend. Let's move on. Up next is Tails' Adventure Boat, coming with 393 pieces and retailing for $55. I'm gonna be honest, this one was the set I was the least excited for, but it still, blew my expectations out of the water. Let's get into it. Now, obviously, this set comes with an actual adventure boat with Tails that actually has a Winky base. And Sonic, who is the same as ever before, but, he's got a life jacket now, so that's pretty cool. Because for some reason Sonic can't swim. Another thing this comes with is like another little arch with a little hot dog stand. So that's kind of cool. A little palm tree for either Sonic or Tails to relax in. The real play feature of this set is like you're supposed to put Tails, in his own, speed sphere. And this boat doubles as the launcher because there you go. That's kind of neat. Now, what really blew me away about this set in particular is it has like not one but two recreational areas for Tails to, hide out in. Has a little Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean machine on the bottom, and of course a dance floor up top, a little karaoke machine. That's always a win in my book. And I feel like the only real problem with this set is just like the paragliding Sonic. It's just like it doesn't really have a place to go if it's not like out and about. Yeah. All in all, great set. Shame about the price though. And closing us out is probably another set that I was honestly not a fan of then, and I'm still not a fan of now. This is Super Sonic vs. Egg Drillster. First of all, I am not a fan of the concept. First of all, the Egg Drillster is the easiest boss in all of Sonic. Like, it's so easy you could beat it with your eyes shut. First off. And second off, why is this in the Ark? Why is this in the Space Colony Ark? And third of all, why is Shadow here? He is supposedly supposed to come with a new expression, but mine didn't come with that, so let's open the box. Now, let's not kid ourselves here. You're only buying this for one reason. One reason only. Super Sonic. You're not buying this for the extra shadow, you're not buying this for the drillster, and you're certainly not buying it for anything else here. You're only buying this for Supersonic, who actually does come with his own launcher and speed sphere, much like Tails does. You see, Supersonic is supposed to, you know, get in here. And he's supposed to... I know you're supposed to probably launch it like the side of him. And, oh. Yeah, he's supposed to, like, knock him out of here, and, yeah, compared to the previous Egg-O-Matic, this is not, I mean, yeah, it's got flick fire missiles, but, like, why are they eggs? I know he's Eggman, but, like, come on. Another neat play feature is that you can, like, have Eggman just sort of, like, burst through the wall here, like the Kool-Aid Man. And, another neat thing is that the drill here is basically the same one as, like, from Power Miners from way back when. And, I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting to like this here side build as much as I did. As it's like a little computer screen with, you know, Shadow and Maria, and the shield, you know, some birthday presents. I assume either this is like Eggman's thing or if this is probably Shadow's, considering, you know, the wallpaper. But yeah. Again, I don't like this 45-degree angle thing that they got going on here, but, you know, what can you do? So, yeah. It also comes with this egg pawn, which honestly is really neat. I kind of like him a lot more than the Egg Robo from the last one. As well as, I think this is a reprogrammed Gun Beetle, and I say I think it's reprogrammed because, if you're not aware, the Gun Beetle is powered by a Chaos Drive, not a bunny. So, yeah. All in all, I don't really know what I was expecting with this one. And because I suck at endings, let's just go ahead and rank them all from worst to best. Coming in at last place comes the surprise to absolutely no one with a pulse. It's Kiki's Coconut Attack. I know it's only $5, but it's $5 that I'm not getting back. I know some people in the comments are going to be all, "Oh, Blader, you can't be mean to polybag sets." Yes, I can, alright? This set is booty cheeks, and it doesn't even look like the source material. It looks like a novelty eraser made of Lego bricks. Moving on. Now, kicking off the actual top 10 is unfortunately the OG, that being Sonic Speed Sphere Challenge. And the reason it's so low is because there's really nothing to this set that hasn't been done better in other sets. It just feels like there should have been more put into this set, but there just wasn't. Coming in at number 9 is Supersonic vs. Egg Drillster. My main problem stem from the fact that this is an $80 set that has nothing going for it other than Supersonic and a car that looks like it should have been its own set. I feel like if they chose a different Eggman boss, then I'd be singing a different tune, but this is the Egg Drillster, the easiest boss in Sonic history. It's so easy that you could beat it blindfolded, not to mention Shadow's presence just feels pointless. Coming in at number 8 is Tails' Adventure Boat, for, again, this set feeling unnecessary. Other than giving Tails a speed sphere, I don't see the point in this set. And the fact that this costs $55 makes it a steep investment for something that doesn't even seem all too worth it. You know, it's sad when the main thing I can say about this set is the Mean Bean Machine reference in the cockpit. Coming in at number 7 is the Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. Now, this set is big and comes with a lot, and because of this, it costs a whopping $100. The fact this is another pain in the ass to move around is another reason I'm not too interested in this set. That, and it barely works as a display piece. Coming in at number 6 is Knuckles and the Master Emerald Shrine. Now, some of you may be confused as to why I'm putting this set below Knuckles' Guardian Mech, but there are a couple reasons that knock it down a couple of pegs for me. For one, why is Amy even here? I feel like her presence here is just pointless, and the Egg Robo just looks goofy, being massive for no discernible reason. And the most egregious part, it doesn't really come with the Master Emerald.
Now, coming in at number 5 is Knuckles' Guardian Mech, for the simple reason that not only does it come with the Master Emerald, it also comes with a Knuckles mech and Rouge the Bat. This set is currently the only way to get a Rouge minifigure, and I really wish that wasn't the case, because there's just so much more to a character than being eye candy and a jewel thief. Besides that, the mech itself is way better detailed than any of the Star Wars mechs we've been getting lately. Moving on to the number 4 spot is Amy's Animal Rescue Island. First off, I like that this set is an actual place and not just a bunch of assorted vehicles and badniks. The whole area is just really cool and has no reason to be as detailed as it is. I genuinely love this set and all that it encompasses. That and the Sonic Riders reference gets at least a few more extra points from me. Now, taking the bronze medal in 3rd place is Shadow's Escape, because LEGO could have been penny pinchers and had Shadow start as an expensive minifigure like they did with Supersonic, but they instead decided to just be Chads and give us Shadow in a $20 LEGO set. And the fact they remembered Shadow's motorcycle is always good attention to detail. Taking the silver medal in 2nd place is Tails' Workshop and Tornado Plane, because it comes with an iconic duo, and the workshop itself is pretty brilliant because it can fit on a base plate as a background element and as a regular building. Not to mention the star of the show, the Tornado Plane, is such an incredible build because it is such an iconic part of the Sonic series, appearing in a majority of Sonic games since Sonic 2 back on the Sega Genesis. Taking the top spot on our list with the gold and the platinum is the Sonic vs. Dr. Eggman's Death Egg Robot. It's got everything you'll need for an actually really fun LEGO experience. It comes with the hero, the villain, and the speed sphere so you can knock Eggman's block off, as well as a bunch of side builds that are all really fun. I know some people would have thought that I was pretty biased towards the speed sphere, but that isn't true. I like the speed sphere, and I'm really hoping we can get one for Knuckles and Amy. I also love the Cubot minifigure, and the attention to detail on the Death Egg robot is mesmerizing, and he makes for a way more interesting goal than the mech from the Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. Overall, this whole line gets a high recommend from me, as both a LEGO fan and a Sonic fan. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. I gotta get back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and I'll see y'all later. God bless.